Natalie, is there any logic behind phrasal verbs? Is there something that I need to learn, and then after I learn this, I'm gonna get them right all the time, and I'm gonna know how to use every phrasal verb? Wait, wait, wait. Hold on. Hold on. There's a phrasal verb right there. Let's simplify the question. Okay. Is there any logic behind phrasal verbs? Um, well, I believe so. I believe there is. If you had asked this question a few months ago, I would have said, no, there's no logic. Well, some of them, yeah, you just look at the preposition. Okay, go up. Go up the stairs. I need to go up the stairs. Go up the stairs. Sure, but then if I say the airplane took off, that there's not really a lot of logic. Or if I say I can't put up with you, like you're too annoying, not you. That's the example. You're too annoying. I can't tolerate you. You're just too annoying. That's not a good example, but I'm just trying to use a phrasal verb that doesn't seem to be transparent. And at first glance, it's not really. But now, so I've been reading a lot about phrasal verbs, and I've realized recently that actually there is some logic, or there is a logic behind most phrasal verbs. I'm not gonna say this works 100% of the time, because in language, I'm yet to see anything that I can say this works 100% of the time. It's not usually like that, but I've been reading a lot of different articles, and I've been reading about how the human experience and the way we see the world, how like that is totally related with the way we use language. So I would say yes. So what is it, Natalie? If you're a teacher, you're probably like, oh, this is just clickbait. There's no logic. Just learn the phrasal verb and that's it. Just learn them as if they're one word. I think there's more to it. So, and I'm going to be also using my own experience as an English learner to explain to you why I believe there is some logic behind phrasal verbs. First of all, I think most of you have some idea of what phrasal verbs are, but basically, roughly speaking, phrasal verbs consist of a verb and a particle. Let me try to share my screen here with you guys. Okay, so here we have, I talked about go up, go up the stairs. So go is a verb, right? Up is a preposition. That's a verb and a particle. We also have, for example, go away. Away is an adverb here. Don't worry about the difference between preposition, adverb right now. No, just learn that a phrasal verb has a verb and a particle, sometimes to put up with. I can't put up with you. Like, I just can't stand you right now. Put up with. We have more than two particles. And why are they so difficult to learn? They can have so many different meanings. So they can have a more literal meaning, like go up, or a more abstract meaning. If I say that the prices are going up, the prices are going up. It's more like a metaphor, right? The prices are going up, up. This is the direction. So yeah, you can see some logic here. I see that up, up, upward like this. Oh my gosh, this is so crooked. Here, up, right? There you go. They have an arrow here. Should have done that anyways. Up, so go up. But what if I tell you that when you take a look at the core meaning of these prepositions, this actually has the key to most phrasal verbs? Yes. So I'm so excited about this. Okay, let me do this. So let's use this example here. Let's talk about what is like one of the first sentences you learn in English. The book is on the table. The book is on the table, right? On the table. There's a surface here. So the core spatial meaning of on is an object touching a surface. There's contact there. On. So The book is on the table. I'll put this on the table, right? Put on. Put it on the table. Put on. So this is why we also put on clothes because our body acts as a surface. So you put on a shirt, you put on makeup, you put on lotion. And this is why you also, so on, what is the opposite of on? It's on. So the light is on, the light is off. Exactly. Oh, this doesn't look good, but you got the idea. So the core meaning of off is something that stops touching a surface. It's something that's detached from the surface. So that's why we take off our clothes. For a long time, I remember I would get confused all the time. I would say, I need to take out my shirt. It's not take out, it's take off. You take off your clothes. You take off, whoops, you take off your makeup. You take off your sunglasses. Also, so thinking about the core meaning here of off, right? When I say, so this is the runway and we have an airplane. This is an airplane. It's right here. And then, oh yeah, look at that. The airplane just took off. The airplane was touching the surface. It was right here. And then it took off. This is funny because I've just read like a few days ago, I was reading this book. It's a grammar book for teachers, and the book said some phrasal verbs are totally unrelated to the prepositions that are in there, like take off. The airplane took off. It's very, it's not very transparent. So you just have to learn the meaning of take off. And although I agree that it is a good idea to learn what that phrasal verb means, like take off, the airplane left, like it took off. I believe that when you learn the core meaning of the preposition and you know that they're related, so that really helps you remember the preposition better. And if you're wondering, do I say, like I was telling you, I take off my clothes. I know my body is a surface, so I take off. I don't take out because the clothes are not inside. So I really think this is really helpful for myself as an English learner as well, as a non-native speaker of English. I believe that understanding the core meaning of these prepositions, I believe that this is like the key to understanding this logic behind phrasal verbs. So let me give you another example. Um, suppose you're talking on the phone and then you say, okay, I'm gonna hang up. Boop, right? You're no longer talking. You you had to hang up. Think about the past. Telephones were attached to a cord, right? Like many, many years ago. So you had to hang the phone up. Oh, up. What is up? This upward direction. Like you hang up the phone. I have to hang up. Or when you say, I came up with an idea. You are like this. The idea, oh, it came up. I came up with an idea. And what is the opposite of up? Down, right? And I came down with a cold. I am sick. I came down with a cold. I came down with a fever. This downward direction. You could also think, let's see. So I talked about on, off, um, up and down. If you think about out, right? Um, I need to, so very literal, go out. You are inside your house, you go outside, go out. And then you could say, I like to hang out with my friends. You're just hang out. Usually when you hang out, you can hang out inside too in your house. But for the most part, hang out has that idea of going outside and enjoying your time. So I'd say, yes, learn phrasal verbs as if they were a word, like a new word, but not just that. Pay attention to the core meaning of the preposition or adverb that comes right after it. I think that will really help you remember which one to use. And I honestly think this is my guess. I've been reading a lot, but I haven't done any like extensive research or anything. But what I'm trying to say is that I notice a lot of times that when people are talking, sometimes they could pause a little bit. And the phrasal verb actually like it doesn't come as if it's just one word. Like I was talking to this friend and she was talking about she bought some pants from a secondhand store. And she was like, I didn't buy those pants because the knees, like this part here, uh, the fabric had worn through. So she was like, had worn through. She was talking about it was very bad, like the quality. Maybe somebody scraped their knee, and I don't know, maybe they worked a lot um, on their knees, and it had worn through so much like friction that you could see through it, through, like through. So I was like, oh, that sounds like that preposition is there. Like it's not just by accident. So, anyways, I know that was a lot, but